Hi everyone, my name is Lois, and in this short video, I'm going to cover a brief introduction to custom GPTs. At OpenAI, we believe that every worker should have access to tailored and capable assistants, and that's why we created custom GPTs. GPTs are customized versions of ChatGPT that you can create for a specific purpose. GPTs are a way for anyone to create tailored versions of chat to perform a specific task or workflow. Anyone can easily build their own GPT and no coding is required. You can make them for yourself, for your company's internal use, or for anyone. Creating one is as easy as starting a conversation. You provide the GPT builder with instructions, extra knowledge, and you can connect the GPT to external systems through actions. You determine what it can do. For example, search the web, make images, or analyze data. If we take a look at a GPT in action, this is the HR helper. It's been configured to refer to its knowledge, which is a selection of HR policies. And when a user asks a question, the GPT will reference this knowledge in order to give a relevant response. In this example, you can see a user has asked about their 401k contribution, and the HR helper has responded based on the policy it has access to. This GPT reduces the amount of time the HR team spend answering basic questions, and employees can get answers to their questions more quickly. This frees up everyone's time to work on more important tasks. So you might be wondering, why would I want to create a GPT? And what's the difference between using chat and using a GPT or building a GPT? Chat is excellent for handling tasks on the fly. It requires you to provide the same context, prompts, and files every time you repeat a task. So over time, this can actually become time-consuming, especially if you perform those same actions on a daily or a weekly basis. GPTs solve this problem. By creating a GPT, you can set up a customized assistant, which is tailored to these reoccurring needs. You provide the context, instructions, and necessary files once. The GPT then retains this information, and that means you can run the same task multiple times without re-entering all of those details. And that's going to save you time and effort. GPTs fall into three categories. They are either accelerators, enablers, or transformers. Accelerators allow you to do admin in half the time at a higher level of quality. Enablers allow you or team members to complete projects you didn't have the skill set to do before. And transformers really redefine entire work streams for departments. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump into ChatGPT and we are going to review a live GPT. Let's take the professional writing coach GPT. This helps a user like me to have my writing reviewed, and it offers suggestions for improvement. Let's imagine I have a poorly worded overview of a website that we recently launched. Instead of repeatedly setting up prompts and providing the context in chat, I can use the GPT to coach me and to provide valuable suggestions to improve my writing. And this GPT lives here all the time. So whenever I'm doing a writing task and I need this type of review performed, I can come to the GPT instead of asking my question to chat. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in this poorly worded overview of the website. And I'm going to see what kind of response we get back from this GPT. So this GPT has given me a 2 out of 10. It's acknowledged that the tone is enthusiastic and conversational, and it's evident that there's a sense of authenticity. That being said, it has suggested some significant areas for improvement. We've got an overview here of the revised version, and this is really outlining how we should be writing this piece of work. It's saying it's professional, yet it keeps the warm tone, it has a clear purpose and organized structure. And this GPT is amazing because, again, every time I'm doing a writing task and I need some help, the GPT is there to act as a coach and a guide. And this is going to speed up the amount of time I spend asking someone else within the business to help proofread and provide feedback. What I want to do now is briefly introduce you to the GPT store. You can locate the GPT store by coming to the left-hand side panel and clicking on Explore GPTs. That is going to take you through to the GPT store. I think of the GPT store as an app store. You can search for GPTs that have been created by others and GPTs that also exist across your workspace. And what we have here is the GPT store. You can search for the GPT if you know the name of the GPT, but you can also click through on these topics. So, for example, I can find GPTs under the writing category, productivity, research and analysis, programming, and education. In this video, I'm not going to cover how you create a GPT, but to do that and to build a GPT, you simply click on Create and work with the GPT Builder to build.